Symbiotic is a restaking protocol where you can restake your LST, liquid staked token, and earn rewards. I'll show you how to stake, explain why I chose this protocol in the context of the potential Symbiotic airdrop, and discuss the risks of the restaking. Symbiotic is a generalized shared security system that enables decentralized networks to bootstrap powerful, fully sovereign ecosystems. It's like Eigenlayer, the first restaking protocol which already has $15.6 billion in TVL, total value locked. Symbiotic is its first real competitor. Let's take a look at the investors and backers. You can see Paradigm here. Paradigm is a tier 1 investor and one of the leaders among venture capital funds. I've heard many consider it the top leader in predicting future crypto trends. That's why I feel confident when I see investors like Paradigm. In my opinion, we will see more tier 1, tier 2 and other investors joining. The raised amount will likely be much higher. Check out the Paradigm website. You will find an article about Symbiotic. Another important point is that they started developing Symbiotic in collaboration with Lido. I have another video about liquid staking with Lido, which you will find in the description. Now open Defilemma. We can see that Lido is another leader but in staking, not restaking like Eigenlayer. This adds confidence in the potential quality and success of Symbiotic because Lido already has a successful product. What is LST and RST? LST stands for Liquid Staking Token. The first company to start this trend was Lido. In short, you stake your token, for instance Ethereum. In return, you receive a liquid staked token STETH, which stands for Lido Staked Ether. You can use your LST in other protocols, like you would use your Ethereum. In Symbiotic, you need to know one more term, WSTETH, which stands for Wrapped Lido Staked Ether. You can find a good explanation on Lido's official help page. According to Lido, WSTETH is a wrapped version of STETH. Due to the nature of Lido, the amount of STETH on your balance is not constant. It changes daily as staking rewards come in. As some DeFi protocols require a constant balance mechanism for tokens, WSTETH keeps your balance on STETH fixed and uses an underlying share system to reflect your staking rewards. You can wrap your STETH on many services, particularly on Lido. Next, LRT stands for Liquid Restaking Token. Back to our example with Lido, you staked your Ethereum, received the liquid staking token STETH, and then you can stake it again, which is called restaking. Let me show you how to restake using Symbiotic. Enter the main page and click on Restake. Connect your wallet. I use MetaMask. Confirm the connection. You'll see a list of available pools for restaking. The first one is the WSTETH, Lido's Liquid Staking Token. However, as you can see, there is no more available space left for restaking. 210,600 tokens have been restaked already. The TVL total value locked is the largest among rest pools, 15 times more than the closest competitor, Athena staked USD. It's easy to explain why the first pool has the biggest TVL. It's because Lido has the largest TVL, and most people bring their Ethereum to Lido, stake it, and then look for a place to put their wrapped STETH. Let's go through the list. SUSDE is full too. Mantle staked Ether is full. Rocket Pool Ether is available, with 27% remaining to the limit. Coinbase wrapped staked Ether is also available. Binance staked Ether, Athena and Stader staked Ether are available as well. I have staked my Ether on Binance, so I have WBETH, Binance Liquid Staked Token. I will restake it. Click on it. You will see your available amount to be restaked. Click on maximum, then deposit. Allow spending of WBETH for a $1 fee. Submit the transaction and close the extension. Finalize your deposit for $1.77 fee. Submit the transaction, close the extension, and click on Finish. Now my position is available here for 1.004 WBETH. You can also withdraw here, enter the amount, then click Withdraw, pay the Ethereum fee again and confirm if you want. I will not withdraw. In the top right, you will see your total points amount. I will check it later. Your dashboard will show information about your total deposit, total points, and your collateral pool. The main problem during restaking to Symbiotic is catching the moment when the needed pool is available. There is a way to solve this. One way is Mellow. Personally, I have restaked here too. The approach is similar to Symbiotic. You select a restaking vault. This is where I restake it. I restaked one Lido's STETH and received 0.89628 PZETH, which is a liquidity provider token. The curator here is Renzo, a protocol I know well as I have staked it there before. The best part that you receive both Mellow points. I have 238.562 points and Symbiotic points. I have 231.366 points. You add your liquidity to the Mellow vault, and Mellow then deposits your liquidity into Symbiotic. The protocols like Mellow is liquid staking protocol designed to operate with the dynamic environment of the AWS ecosystem. Mellow Protocol offers a series of vaults, smart contracts tailored to different risks profiles managed by curators. These vaults rely on the inherent flexibility, composability, and security of both Ethereum and restaking providers to mitigate AWS risks effectively. The second project is Etherfi. This is a well-known project where you can stake and restake. Unlike Mellow, Etherfi has its own token, making it a more stable option, but you will earn less. Mellow doesn't have its own token, so users hope for an airdrop at TGE, which is riskier. To restake on Etherfi and receive Symbiotic points, click on Stake, connect your wallet, select Liquid, and then Super Symbiotic LRT, where you will receive Etherfi points, Symbiotic points, and Veda points. Comparing the two projects on Diffie. Etherfi ranks 5th with a TVL of $6.535 billion. Mellow ranks 44th with a TVL of $572.21 million. And keep in mind that adding another layer of project increases your risks. For instance, holding Ethereum alone carries almost no risks. However, staking your ETH in a liquid staking protocol introduces some negative risks. Using your LST for restaking adds even more risk. Don't forget this and make a right choice. I deposited 1 ETH and received my ETH as a liquid staking token. When Renzo announced its TG and airdrop, users started to panic about token allocation. They decided it was better to move their Ethereum to another protocol to get another airdrop. because Renzo didn't have a withdrawal mechanism. At that time, users could only withdraw their ETH through third-party DEX by swapping ETH for native Ethereum. This panic led to a massive swap of ETH to Ethereum, causing third-party DEX to experience a lack of liquidity. As a result, the price of ETH lost its value. I encountered a Depeg of around 5%, but according to this article, the minimum price of ETH dropped to $688, when it should have been around 3,500. If you want, you can read about this case in the article here. Here are the lessons learned from this case. Projects need to have a clear communication with the community, no confusion in token allocation announcements, and enabled withdrawals. The most important thing, in my opinion, is having sufficient liquidity to absorb selling pressure and stabilize the token price. By the way, Lido also experienced around 25% Depeg once. We can see now that these projects overcame the depegging, so the best thing users can do is not to panic and wait for the price to stabilize. I believe that Paradigm and Lido will not allow such a turn of events. You should also check security audits for the projects you choose. For Symbiotic, you can find it in the documentation here. They had 2 security audits in April and May 2024. Remember, everything in crypto operates on smart contracts, and hackers occasionally target projects, so a serious security approach is a must. I always advise doing your own research before making any investments. Please don't ignore spending some time on this. Let's talk about the potential airdrop. In my opinion, Symbiotic is still in its early stages. If we look at examples like Eigenlayer, they rewarded the first contributors with airdrop initially. Typically, projects tend to share their tokens more generously with those who participate from the beginning. We are currently farming points. The more points you accumulate, the bigger your potential airdrop is likely to be. I can show you what I received after around 10 days of farming. Here is my dashboard and the amount of points I have accumulated. So I just don't see why I should skip Symbiotic or why it wouldn't offer an airdrop to its users. In my opinion, Paradigm's goal is to surpass Eigenlayer, and I believe they will capture a significant portion of Eigenlayer's TVL for Symbiotic. I also enjoy participating in projects at their early stages because it typically increases my chances of receiving higher rewards. Currently, Eigenlayer is the only monopolist, so having other restaking protocols is beneficial for network security and stability. Paradigm plus Lido instill confidence in their projects. Personally, I enjoy passive income, and crypto staking allows us to achieve this. All the information above is not financial advice. Thank you for watching.